guys, and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be doing a video all about makeup brushes. I'm going to be telling you guys the makeup brushes that I use every single day and I feel like you should use as well, and then some makeup brushes that I like and that are a nice little thing that you can have. So let's go ahead and get to it. Go ahead and ignore the hair because I'm trying my hardest. Oops, it looks like a mess. It just looks crazy. I'm trying my hardest to use less heat on my hair. So that's what's going on here with this right here. So just ignore the hair. Okay, so let's start with foundation brushes. Let me move my mirror. Clearly I don't have my crap together. So let's start with foundation brushes. I don't have my shit together. Okay, so first, I'm gonna start with foundation brushes. So my favorite foundation brush is the Sigma Flat Kabuki F80 brush. I absolutely love this brush. It's literally my all-time favorite. So yeah, I love this. I use this for foundation every single day. I just kind of, blend it out with the flat top Kabuki brush, and I absolutely love it. I know that the Morphe brushes, they have like very similar brushes to this and that they're a lot cheaper. So if you do want a brush like this, I would definitely check out Morphe's website because they do have like very similar brushes to the Sigma brush line. But this is my favorite brush to apply foundation with. I just kind of blend it into the skin, and I really like this brush. Another one that I really like that kind of gives like the same look as this brush, which looks absolutely nothing like it, but this is the e.l.f. blending brush, and it kind of gives the exact same look to the skin. And this one I think is $5. I really like it. It kind of gives the same look. It obviously looks nothing alike, but it is like synthetic bristles, and so it does give like a very similar finish to your foundation as the F80 brush. So yeah, I really like this one, and if you don't want to spend the money on the Sigma one, or even a Morphe one, I recommend this one because you can get it at Walmart for $5 and it gives kind of the same look, and I really like it. And it has like multiple uses. You could use it as like a highlighter brush. You can even put like your blush on with it and stuff, even like a contour, because it kind of goes right in there. So yeah, this one gives like the same look to your foundation as this one. Okay, the next one, I'm going to talk about sponges next because, the foundation theme. So this is my very dirty beauty blender. I'm not the biggest, I do like the beauty blender, but I do not like it as much as I like the Real Techniques complexion sponge. I think that this sponge is so much better than the beauty blender. I did spend $25, or well, it's $20, and then if you get you can get like a free, well, it's not really free because you're spending $5 on it, but for $25 you can get like the little beauty, like the mini solid, and then the beauty blender. But I spent $20 on this, so I'm definitely gonna use it until it goes kaput, which in all honesty, it already is like starting to tear a little bit. And like I've had this one for like 2 years, and there's like one tear in it, and this is 2 years old, and I got this in like January, so that goes to show you. So yeah, I like this one so much more. I just really like the flat part of it. It's like it does such a better job like blending in because of the flat top. So I really like the flat top as opposed to just like the kind of triangle form, and it's kind of like I don't know, I don't even know what I'm saying, but yeah, I really like the square one versus this one. This one is a little damp, so it would be a lot smaller if it wasn't damp, but it is damp because I used it today for my concealer. But I typically use my sponges for my concealer, and then for like my cream contour and stuff like that. I don't really use it so much for my foundation anymore. I used to a lot, but I just found that sponges they soak up so much product, especially the beauty blender. Since I've been using the beauty blender, I've like literally stopped using this for foundation just because it takes up so much product as opposed to a brush. A brush like is not going to take up any product compared to this. Like this takes up so much product, you can see it all over, And so I really like to use a brush for my foundation rather than a sponge. And so I just use my sponge for my concealer to like really blend it out underneath my eyes, and then for my cream contour. So yeah, I would recommend the Real Technique Complexion Sponge over the Beauty Blender. Okay, moving on. So these are these are brushes that I don't think you need at all, but I don't know. I use them every day, so I thought I would mention them. This is the e.l.f. Angled Foundation Brush, and then the e.l.f. Concealer Brush. I do not use either of these for what they are meant to be used for. This one I just like put my, I use both of them for cream contour. This one I just put like, you know, a little bit of product on, and then I just kind of, you know, make the face and just kind of like dab it on there so that it, you know, kind of has like that angled position. Put it up here and then put it on my chin. And then this one I just use for my nose because it's really kind of small, and so I just put a little bit of product on the sides of my nose. So I thought I would go ahead and mention this. I definitely don't think that you need these. I feel like you can cream contour with like just your fingers if you like wanted to just put it on there with your fingers. I feel like you could do that because I did that before I started using these brushes. But I had these brushes and I was like, what can I use these for? Because I don't want them just to sit there. So I decided to go ahead and use them for my cream contour because they work for that. And yeah, I kind of like it. But I definitely think you can use your fingers because that's what I used before I used this. So I just wanted to mention these because I do use them every day, but I definitely don't think you need them. Okay, and next is like a setting brush. So the two that I use is the Real Techniques setting brush, this one. This one I use like for underneath my eyes and then anywhere that I put concealer. So I would just, you know, I put concealer like around my nose, so I would go around here and then I would go underneath my eyes. This is just so that I get like a more precise like set on the concealer, just because the concealer I use the Maybelline Dark Circle Eraser. If you put too much, that can definitely crease, and so I like to, you know, set it to make sure that it's not going to crease. So I use this for like anywhere that I put concealer and then like underneath my eyes. And then this one is the one that I use all over my face. This is the e.l.f. Kabuki Face Brush, and it's just like a very fluffy brush, and I just put it all over like that. And I really, really do like this brush. The brush that I was using before this one was the actual e.l.f. powder brush, but this one is like a lot smaller, and I don't know, I just kind of like this one being a little bit more fluffier and like bigger, and so it just kind of it doesn't deposit too much powder in one spot, where I feel like this one does a little bit more, like it like kind of puts it more precisely in one spot, and so I kind of like it being a little bit more fluffier to kind of you know, bounce on the skin. Like this one, like you can definitely feel the difference. This one feels so much like firmer and like less big, where this one is like really fluffy. So yeah, I really, really like this one, but this one does work well. Okay, and then let's move on. Let's move on to like powder contouring. What I use to like contour like powderly. So to bronze up my face, I use the e.l.f. complexion brush. It's just really fluffy, and I can just like it still works to get in there even though it is so fluffy. And so I just use this to bronze up my face with a bronzer, and then to contour I use the this is what I use like on a day-to-day basis. I literally just like hit myself with that. This is the Real Techniques contour brush, and I just really like it because it's very small and like it gives like a nice everyday contour. If I want to like really sculpt out my cheekbones and really get that contour in, I will use the e.l.f. contour brush. It looks like this. I guess I'm assuming they were like kind of trying to go for something that looks like the NARS Ita brush. And so yeah, this one really works to like sculpt them out, you know what I'm saying? So I use this one for like on a day-to-day basis, like an everyday, to kind of make it, you know, a subtle contour. And then this one is like a very like more blunt contour, like on a night out or something like that is what I will use. But I really, really like this one for every day, and this is what I use every single day. This is just more for like a night out type of thing. Okay, and then the next thing you need is a blush brush. I absolutely love the e.l.f. blush brush. This is what I've used for years. Like I had, this one is the exact same. This is the e.l.f. blush brush as well. The only thing about the e.l.f. brushes, they are not always the exact same. So like as you can see, both of these are the e.l.f. blush brush, and I feel like they look completely different. Like completely. Like look. This one is like more angled in the middle, where this one is kind of round everywhere. So that is the only bad thing about e.l.f. brushes, is you're not going to get, they're not going to be like consistent. They're not going to look the exact same. Every single brush is not going to be consistent. And so that's the only bad thing about e.l.f. But I do really, really like the blush brush. I actually like this one, like the angled one, more than I like this one. I think this one was just like a total like mistake, like a mishap. Because I got them like around the same time. But anyway, so yes, this is what it looks like. It's like, you know, angled a little bit, and it's perfect for applying blush. So I really, really like this one. Okay, the next thing is a highlighter brush. I don't think that this is something that you necessarily need if you like to apply highlighter. I mean, I guess you would need it, but I use the Sigma tapered highlighter brush, and I actually like really, really love it. I had the e.l.f. fan brush, and I wasn't a humongous fan of that because it didn't really pick up that much product, and it really didn't like put much product on your face, where this one does. I just apply it to like the high points of my face to, you know, kind of highlight, and I really, really like this brush. The Sigma brushes are kind of expensive, but I do really, really like them. But like I said, I would definitely check out Morphe before you buy Sigma, because the Morphe brushes are a lot cheaper, and they're very, very similar. They're like basically the same style of brush. So yeah, I really, really like this one for applying highlighter. The one that I used before that was, like I said, the e.l.f. like highlighter brush. It's like a fan brush. And then I also use the e.l.f. small stipple brush, where I use this a lot for like cream highlighters, where I'll just kind of like stipple it on the skin. But I have used this for powder too, and it does a pretty good job. It kind of looks the same as what the Sigma one does. It kind of puts it in like the same spots and makes it look similar. So I do like this one for highlighting. Obviously, I don't think that this is made for highlighting, but I have used it for highlighting, so I actually do really like it. I've also used it for contouring too. So the e.l.f. brushes do have like many range of options of what you can use their brushes for, which is what I like. Okay, so let's talk about eyeshadow brushes. I think that's all I have. No, I do. I have like one more after eyeshadow brushes. Okay, so let's talk about eyeshadow brushes. I gotta get all the brushes I'm talking about, because clearly I don't have my crap together. Okay, so the ones that I think you need are, you know, just your basic like dome eyeshadow brush. This one is from, I don't even think you can see this. Okay, this one is just from Wet n Wild. I think it was, I got it at $1. I got it for $1 at the Dollar Tree, and I love it. Like, I love this eyeshadow brush. It is so awesome for packing on color onto the lid. Another one that I really like, this one was also $1 at the Dollar Tree. It literally just says Dome Eyeshadow Brush. It's like, doesn't have like a brand or anything. I think it's Belle, like B-E-L-L-E. At like if you've like seen that brand at the Dollar Tree, that's what this, not the Dollar Tree, Dollar General. If you've seen that at the Dollar General, that's what it looks like. This one doesn't pack on as much color as this one. This one, like the like bristles of the brush are like more packed together, and so they pack on color better than this one, because this one's like a little bit more fluffier. So I really, really like this one for like packing color onto the lid. So I use this one every single day. The next one that I use every day, and I think that this is like a must for eyeshadow, is a blending brush. This is the e.l.f. Professional Blending Eye Brush. This is from the dollar line, so it's, you know, a whopping $1. And I love it. I seriously love it. This is what I will put, like, I'll put this directly in my crease. This is the one I'll use for directly in my crease. And I love this brush. Like, I feel like this brush right here, this $1 brush, is a must. If you don't have a blending brush, I would go to Walmart and get the e.l.f. blending brush, or go on their website, because this blending brush is amazing in my opinion. I absolutely love it. Okay, and then the other blending brush that I use every day, it's another, like I just said, another blending brush. This is the Sigma tapered blending brush, the E40. It's just very, very fluffy, and I really, really like it. It's very good for blending out eyeshadows. Like, even eyeshadows that are really hard to blend out, they're so much easier with this brush. So I use this, like I said, again, every single day. The e.l.f. one, I use this for, you know, packing like a transition shade in my crease. And then this one I put just a little bit above my crease because I do have hooded eyes. And so I'm telling you, this brush right here, it has been a game changer for my eyeshadow. Like, it really has. It really has been a game changer. I absolutely love this brush. I like lusted after this brush for months before I finally purchased it. I love this brush. Like, this is like my favorite brush of all time. Like, seriously, I love this brush. It like blends out eyeshadow so well, like so well. I love it. So yeah, I highly recommend the Sigma E40, which I'm sure that Morphe has one very similar to this, but I do really like this brush in particular. I love it. It blends out colors so nicely. Okay, so another one. I'll just talk about a couple that like are cheaper, I guess I would say, like especially than the Sigma ones. These are the, I have like the exact same brush. These are the Echo Tools. Like, literally it's all worn away. But this is like the Echo Tools blending brush. It's like a set. The blending brush, and you get the blending brush. I think that this is like, I don't even know what this brush is, like this, what this one's called. The shader brush, and then the define brush. So it comes in a set. I do have like 2 sets of these. I don't know where the other one is, but just because I really liked the blending part of this, and so I got another one just so that I didn't have to like wash my brush every single time I like used a new different color. But I do not like the like shader brush as much, like this brush as much. I don't really use this at like all, or this one. It just doesn't pack on color as nicely as like the Wet n Wild one. But I really do like the blending brush from the set because it does blend out color nicely. And then I really, really like this part, even though I have absolutely no idea what it's called. It's like completely worn away, so I have absolutely no idea what this part is called. But what I do is, if I want to like pack on a dark color, I'll just like pack it on with this, and I'll just like put it in like a V formation, and then I will take the E40 brush and I will just blend it out. So I will pack it on with this, like if I wanted to use like a dark color, if I'm making a smoky eye or something, and I'll just pack it on with this, and then I will go in and blend it out, and it works so nicely because it kind of has like a like it puts the shadow where you want it. And so I do really like this part, and so I do recommend the Echo Tools little set. I think it's like $5 at Walmart. It's actually this one. I don't like this as much as a brush. Like, I don't like this one as much as like the Wet n Wild stuff, but like it does have like good uses because it does have a definer brush. It does have this one for packing on the lid, and then it does have like a blending brush and this as well. So I think that it's very good for like if you're starting out. So I do really, really like these brushes. So yeah, I just like blend it out. So I do like these if you are like just starting out and like you want like a cheap like eyeshadow set. So I do like those. Okay, and then my next brushes, these are for like the lower lash line. And one of them isn't actually. Okay, this is the Sigma pencil brush. I don't think you necessarily need this brush exactly from Sigma, but I do think a pencil brush is nice to have, yeah. Okay, so, and then another brush that I really, really like and that I use every single day. I don't know if you can buy this one, but I got it in like a little, like Ulta, I don't know, you spent so much and you got like free Ulta makeup. Like you got like this little bag of free makeup that was like the Ulta brand, and I got this brush in it. It's the Ulta eyeshadow brush, and it's like very packed, like very finely packed. And I really, really like it for like kind of precisely putting shadow on the lower lash line, or even, you know, packing like color in the inner corner right here, or even highlighting the brow bone. I just really, really like this brush, and if you can buy it, I've never seen it anywhere, but if you can buy a brush like this, I highly recommend it because I really, really like it for, you know, really like upping your eyeshadow game. Okay, and then the next thing, the next eyeshadow type brush is the Real Techniques Definer brush. I believe that this is what it's called. But I really like this for, you know, packing color in the inner corner and then also highlighting the brow bone. I don't like it so much as like putting color on the lower lash line because it kind of, I don't know, it's kind of painful. It can kind of poke you in the eye because it kind of has like a triangle tip and it like kind of is pointy, and so it kind of hurts if you like do it on your lower lash line. So I don't really like it for that, but I do like it for packing color in the inner corner and then also highlighting the brow bone. And then the very last brush that I'm going to talk about, which really isn't a brush, but this is the not Real Techniques. This is just an eyelash comb that I got from eBay. No, not eBay. From Amazon. This is just a eyelash comb that I got from Amazon, and I really like this. I think it was like $3 maybe. It was it was really cheap. It says like Bare Essentials on it, which isn't like that, like the Bare Minerals brand, I believe, but I don't think it's from the Bare Minerals because I just got it on Amazon. And so I think that this is nice to have. It's definitely something that you don't have to have, but this is nice to have to brush through your lashes whenever you, like, after you've applied your mascara. I know some mascaras like leave my eyelashes very clumpy and gross looking, and so I just take this like eyelash comb and I will just brush through my eyelashes like that. And so I do really like this for brushing through your eyelashes. And then I just said that this was the last thing I was going to talk about, but it's not, because I have one more. This is the e.l.f. eyelash and brow wand. I don't use this for my brows, I only use it for my eyelashes, and this is something that I use. I'll just brush through my eyelashes before I put mascara on. I don't do this every single day, but I do it sometimes, just to kind of make sure that like my eyelashes are where I want them and that they look nice and, you know, they're all brushed out and combed. So I do really like this. So those are all the brushes that I will be talking about, or those are the brushes that I talked about. I don't know what I'm saying. Words are hard for me, apparently. But that is it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really enjoyed. I just enjoy filming for you guys. Oh, also, I wanted to tell you guys, I hate this mascara. This is the CoverGirl Plumpify Plus Pro Mascara. I did first impressions on it, and I talked about how I did not like it in the first impressions, but it's changed from like really not liking it to downright hating it. I have it on my lashes today, and I just do not like this. Like this, it's so hard to work with. The wand is just way too big. I mean, look at it. It's like bigger than my eye. It is so huge, and it's just so hard to work with, and you end up getting mascara all over your eye area because it's just so big. So I absolutely hate this mascara, and I do not recommend it whatsoever, so don't waste your money on it. Anyway, so yeah, that is it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you guys next time. Bye, guys.